Hey everyone, my name is Marshall Mind, bringing you a brand new live commentary. And in a live commentary that I posted about 2 days ago, the one where I showed you guys how to use Cain Velasquez, the fighter that was, I think, most requested was Gilbert Melendez. A lot of people really wanted me to show the correct way to use Gilbert Melendez, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right here. And if you look on the screen in front of you, you will see that Gilbert is actually my best recent fighter. I am currently 149-7 with Gilbert, and before the records were reset in EA Sports UFC, he was also my best recent fighter. So I know how to use Gilbert Melendez. I've used him a lot. I'm pretty good with the character, and I'm going to show you guys a few things that I do when I use Gilbert Melendez, and I'm gonna try to show you guys a few mistakes that I see people make when they use Gilbert. Now with Gilbert Melendez, kind of like Cain Velasquez, you got to remember that the guy is he's a stamina machine and he's a powerhouse. He's not very tall. For the weight class, he's about average height. But what he does have is power. He's got decent speed, and he has a lot of conditioning. His stamina and endurance are one of the absolute best in the whole division, and he has heavy-handed, so he can do some damage. Now, I would say that the absolute best way to use Gilbert Melendez in EA Sports UFC is to use Gilbert like a complete mixed martial artist. In other words, you're doing every single thing. You're punching, you're kicking, you're kneeing, you're using the clinch, you're taking your opponents down, you're backing them up, you're pressuring them, you're taking the fight to them. But I know that a lot of people just want to see a striking match. A lot of people are not entertained or excited by a fight where there's a lot of clinching, or a fight where you take your opponent down a lot. A lot of people don't really like that. So I'm going to try to keep the fight standing as much as possible, because I know that is what a lot of you guys are interested in. You want to know how do you strike correctly with Gilbert Melendez, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. But like I said, to be very effective with Gilbert Melendez, to be most effective with Gilbert, you have to do everything, because you might run into a player who's a very good striker who has Nate Diaz, and if you just want to stand, you might get mauled. So right here, it looks like we're going up against Frankie Edgar. Frankie is going to have a lot of speed on me, and his endurance is not bad either. But first of all, let's see who we are fighting. I don't know who that is. Now, the first thing I see a lot of people do with Gilbert is this. Again, they're backing up. They're trying to play the counter game. Now, you can play the counter game with Gilbert. You can do that. But that is not, you're not using the guy to his full potential. This is a powerhouse right here. There's no need to back up. When I start moving forward and I start hitting this Frankie Edgar and I start putting some punches to him, I will be hurting real bad. Look at that. Right there. He is already hurt. And what I do with Gilbert is, see what I'm doing? Standing right there in front of this guy. I'm not going to take a step back at all. Just keep backing them up. Putting combinations to him. He's going to do what he's going to do. Look at that. Look at that. If I finish this fight and he keeps doing that, parry, head kick, that's how you know a player that's not very good. Players who do that. Players who throw head kicks like that. That's how you know players who are not very experienced in the game. That is the absolute wrong thing to do in this instant. You're hurt. Back up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're hurt right now. No, don't do that. See what I'm doing with Gilbert Melendez? Now he's just backing up, holding block. But with Gilbert, I'm a stamina machine. I can chase this guy down all day long. I knew he was going to do that. He's holding block, but it's not going to save him for very long. And the fight is over. That's how you use Gilbert Melendez. You got to move forward. You got to fight like a bully, the same exact way that I showed you guys to use Cain Velasquez. I'm going to do another one because this guy wasn't very good. If you notice what he was doing, when I would back him up and he would parry a shot, he would return with a head kick, even though he was already hurt. Whenever you see players do that, they're not very experienced. They don't really understand the way the game works. Those head kicks he was throwing, they weren't really doing anything. It's pretty much a waste of time. Pretty much throwing head kicks in this game, unless you have your opponent hurt or you have your opponent's head really, you have his head really red. Throwing head kicks, to me personally, is sort of like a waste of time, because the head kicks in this game, they don't do the damage you would expect head kicks to really do. And your legs can get cut up when you throw those head kicks. When you throw the head kicks, it kind of slows your fighter down a little bit. You can't really catch up to people. There's just so many things wrong with the head kick that I really wouldn't advise you messing with it, unless you have your opponent hurt and you know that head kick is going to do a lot of damage, especially if you're hurt. If you're hurt, if your head's red, if you're very low on stamina, you don't want to be throwing head kicks. You do not have the conditioning to do that. Back up, recover, use your footwork, get that stamina back. You're hurt. Don't try to fire back, and that's the mistake my opponent was making. But I'm going to try to get another fight with Gilbert Melendez. The first one wasn't a very good fight. That kind of ended way too quickly. Hopefully I get a fight with against a fighter that's taller than Gilbert Melendez, so that I can show you guys what can happen if all you want to do is strike with Gilbert. Right, there we go. We're fighting Nick Diaz right here. Now, like I said before, if all you want to do is stand up with Gilbert Melendez, you can do it. It's possible. A lot of good players do that. They just stand with Gilbert Melendez. They can either outpoint you or they can just run you over, depending on how good you are. But I believe the best way to use Gilbert Melendez is to use Gilbert Melendez like a complete mixed martial arts fighter. That is, you're doing every single thing. You're clinching, you're using takedowns, you're kicking them, you're hitting them in every single way possible. So right now, I'm going to back this guy up. And as soon as I see him getting close to that cage, boom, I put him on the cage. Knee him a little. What I'm doing right here is putting doubt in his mind. I'm putting doubt in his mind. I'm making him I'm trying to get him not to get comfortable with his striking. Lets me go. I get back to striking. When he thinks I'm going to stand with him, I should have taken down. See that? Take him down. Try to get to mount. This is how you use Gilbert Melendez. Now, I'm not going to finish this guy in mount, because I do want to demonstrate something. So I'm going to hit him a little bit in mount, and then I'm going to get up. I know a lot of people don't really like watching fights. All right, I'm going to get up. He's trying to take me down. All right. So make him think you're trying to strike. And as you see, the combinations I'm throwing with Gilbert, I'm going to the body a lot. Not a good player either. 2, 3, 4. Fight over. I don't know what else to say. You guys saw the way I used Gilbert Melendez. Try to copy that. Work on your combinations. Learn how to throw smooth combinations. Go watch the video where I showed you guys my favorite combinations. Look at some of the combos that I throw. I mean, it's the same combinations that I throw in every single fight. It's the jab, overhand, jab, overhand. I believe that was number 2 on my top 5 favorite combinations. It's the same combos that I throw every single time. Gilbert Melendez is a very powerful fighter. Put your combinations together, you're going to hurt your opponent. Fight like a complete mixed martial artist. Put him in the clinch, take him down, move forward, do not back up, do not fight like a coward with Gilbert Melendez. You have the power, you have the conditioning. You have a powerful fighter, a well-conditioned, powerful fighter in your hands. Use them when you have them. Move forward, hurt your opponents. That's the way to use Gilbert Melendez. And I hope you guys found this video to be entertaining. And if you did, leave a like. Those help me out a lot. And let me know in the comment section who you guys would like to see next. And if you have any more questions about Gilbert Melendez, let me know in the comment section, and I will be sure to answer whatever questions you guys have. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it very much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe.